Yo, what's up guys, Tristan here, and today I'm going to be doing an opening of the Blaster Aichi Sendou Legend deck. So this is the third Legend deck of the Cardfight Vanguard G series. This one's focusing on Aichi, you know, the main character of the original Vanguard. I actually already got one because my local store actually picked them up early. So I managed to get my hands on one before, and I actually ended up pulling a hot stamp one. So let's see if I can get lucky and pull another one for you guys on here. We're gonna start this off. I always love Legend decks. The concept's really cool. I still don't understand why the Blaster Dark Ren or the Ren Legend deck is still $200. This is the back side of it, by the way. It comes with a deck box, a like little 5,000 point counter thing. A Royal Paladin little stamp card, the promo of Holy Religious Soul Saver, which honestly I think could have been used on a better promo, but because we did get that in Generation Rare in 2015 winter. But you know, here's the deck box, Aichi with Blaster Blade Exceed on the side, and it also has the arts of Cancel Out afterwards, and I'll open that up afterwards. In here we have the Religious Holy Dragon Religious Soul Saver. There you go. This is Holy Dragon Religious Soul Saver Dragon promo. Simple cost effect. You can counterblast one, choose 3 of your Royal Paladin Mirror Guards, give them plus 5k. If you have 2 or more blaster cards in the soul, you buff up your Vanguard with the crit. Pretty basic Soul Saver with the twist for the main stride for the blaster engine, at least until now. Then we have the Royal Paladin card with Aichi on it. Then this is a trigger counter, which no one actually uses, but you know, nice artworks on them, so I keep them in my deck box anyway. Then you also get a first guide, which is actually very nice and detailed compared to all the other ones. So yeah, it even teaches you a few strategies on how to use the cards in this Legend deck, which hashtag cheating. And then you not only get this paper mat that doesn't have any Vanguard circles, so I really like it because it looks really cool. But on the back side, you also get the history of Aichi Sendou and his impact on the series, as well as the new units that were transformed from his old deck and evolved, like Wingull, Blaster Blade, all them. So I think we're gonna use this as a background. Now let's begin opening up the Legend deck itself. Over here, we're gonna save the chance of a hot stamp pull. Alright, so this is the main stride of the Legend deck. Divine Knight King, Alfred Holy Saver. So he's a really cool card because his effect pretty much is counterblast 1, discard a card. I'm doing this off memory, by the way, because my camera is very small and hard to read. But you essentially get to choose 1 rear guard with Blaster Blade in its name and give it Twin Drive. So if you have a grade 2 Blaster Blade on the field and you can't get your hands on the grade 3, you'll sacrifice a difference of 2,000 power, which doesn't let you get those magical numbers with the grade 2 Blaster Blade, but regardless, they get Twin Drive. Not just a single drive check, Twin Drive. And it's only for the first battle, so for all you trying to spam flow goal combos on that Blaster Blade and just draw 10,000 cards, that's not allowed. But regardless, this card's really good, and it actually comes with 4 of it in the Legend deck. So in my opinion, this Legend deck's the best one ever released. So I definitely recommend getting your hands on this. Next we have Myriad Soul Saver, a card that I thought was so much worse until it came out. Essentially, it's Soul Saver Dragon. You Soul Blast 3 when it attacks. Except you choose up to 5 of your rear guards and you give them plus 5k power. And this card's actually really good for getting rid of soul that you don't need anymore, like later into the game. Or I mean really early on into the game. If you end up playing a bunch of cards to search for your blaster components, then this card's really good for getting at that soul. And also the deck's just really good at working out in general. If you guys want a video on how to use this deck and a few different builds you can use with these cards, let me know. Let me try to focus this back. Perfect. Alright, now we have the new grade 3 Palamedes. This is Blazing Twin Blades Palamedes. Oh god, for all you guys that have played Vanguard a long time ago, you know how important this card was to an MLB deck. Oh my god, you could hit for 21k columns with Toy Pickle on the back because his effect states. I'm not sure about the proper ruling for this card, because the old Palamedes was if you have at least another rear guard, another grade 3 Vanguard or rear guard, this unit gains 3k. This one gains 10k, but it's a GB1. And if they are implying that you need to have a full field like this in order to activate it, it trims down its usefulness quite a bit, but in order to hit for some really good columns, this card is a really cool addition, and just cool to see Palamedes back out here reppin'. With all strides out of the way for this side of it, because it's divided in two. Alright, next we have Star Hope Trumpeter, grade 2. She is very, very good. The only thing that could be better about her is if she had Blaster in her name. But, you know, Star Call Trumpeter's future self, simply when this unit is placed on the rear guard circle, I don't believe it's from hand. Oh, it's from hand. When this unit is placed on the rear guard circle from hand, you get to search for a unit with, or if you're when this unit is placed on rear guard from hand, if you have a Vanguard with Alfred or Blaster in his name, you can counterblast 1, search your deck for 1 card, call it to rear guard, give it plus 3k. Any card, doesn't have to be a Blaster or anything. So this card's really good. Next we have K. Okay, I did not mean to do that. That was wordplay at its finest. K, I think what they're trying to do is replicate the whole Kahiden, like the Spectral Duke Diablo build thing that they have going on there, where the grade 1 and grade 2 stack, because K and Bedivere were the 12k and 10k beaters of the original MLB deck. So now what they do is they still have the plus 3k attack skill, only it's GB1, and you need to have a Vanguard Blaster in his name. Or Alfred, because you guys remember, Alfred does work with this deck, which is very strange to think about. And then Knight of Malevolence K second skill states that when he's placed on rear guard, and remember, this can't be activated simultaneously, you need to choose one of these effects, so you need to decide which order you want to place the cards in. The grade 2 Bedivere, if you place it in the same column as a column that already has your Bedivere on it, you get to give your Bedivere plus 2,000 till the end of the turn, and then if you did choose a unit with that effect, you get to countercharge 1. So this card's really good for getting your countercharges off, because this deck does run through Soul Blast fairly quickly. The next card we're going to talk about from this side is Little Tactician Marin. Now she is essentially Star Hope Trumpeter, only in grade 1 form, and there's not much more to talk about that. I have the same complaints about her, but I'm still glad to see Marin back in here. The new starter, which is Blue Scud Barkle. So this new Barkle is a GB1 restricted unit, which is an odd choice to go with. But you get to put this unit into the soul, search for a card with Alfred or Blaster in its name, reveal it, put it into your hand, shuffle your deck. So, there's just a generic Blaster Alfred Soul Searcher. And it's good for a Legend deck, but in competitive builds I would not suggest it. Then we have some more trigger units. Lou's getting another another trigger off him, Nova Knight Lou, critical trigger. And then new Elaine trigger, she looks really good. And I also enjoy the fact that at least one of each of these cards comes in a triple rare foiling. That's a really good decision on their part, because you know how people love their rarities. Moving on from that, we have this side. Alright, let's focus in on this. Let's see, are we gonna pull another hot stamp? Probably not, because it's really rare to you, but we're gonna see. Nope, no hot stamp. But this is Blast Blue Exceed. For those of you who don't know, he's been an alcoholic for 3. No, I'm kidding. Blaster Blade Exceed is the grade 3 version of Blaster Blade, not Blaster Blade Burst, not to be confused with that. He is a very interesting card that I never wrapped my head around until I actually got to play him. So, when your G unit with Saver in its name strides, you may pay the cost, which is a counterblast. If you do, search for one card with Blaster Blade in its card name, add it to your hand, shuffle your deck. It also has a secondary skill where when it's placed on Vanguard or Rear Guard, counterblast 1, choose one of your opponent's rear guards that's grade 1 or greater and retire it. Now, This not only is a better Blaster Blade on the rearguard circle, but because this new deck actually prefers to have a copy of Blaster Blade Exceed on the Vanguard and rearguard circle, you're able to use Palamedes right off the bat. Palamedes is actually going to be active quite a lot of the time, as long as you don't spam out your Bedavirs and Blaster Blades too early game and can't get them off. You have a good chance of hitting for some magical numbers with your Palamedes. See, it was so weird. I never understood why they went with Saver for Blaster Blade's archetype of G units, and then I come to realize. Well, alright, but Blaster Blade Exceed, really cool card. Instant 4-0 automatically. That should go without saying. We're gonna put him right up here with his buddy Palamedes. Alright. Next up, we have the G-Guards. The first ever trial deck to come with G-Guards, everybody. And what a G-Guard this is. Great Flash, Isolt. This card is the G-Guard to ruin all G-Guards for everyone else until Fighters Collection 2017. Because, boy, when it's placed on the Guardian Circle, Counterblast 1, if you have Vanguard with Alfred or Blaster, this unit gets 5,000 shield for every rearguard you have. That's a possibility of 25,000 extra shield gain. That's 40,000 shield just off of one Counterblast. That is ridiculous. And also, like how I was saying before, this deck burns through Counterblast, but the counter charge mechanisms in this deck are very, very solid. So we're going to put these over here by the strides, and we're going to move on to some of the other cards from this side of the Legend deck. For example, Champion of Science Galatine, which you get 2 of in this set. It is the Special Interceptor, but it remains a 10k vanilla as long as you don't, as long as you have a unit with Blaster on your rearguard or Vanguard circle. It can remain a 10k vanilla with the ability for a Special Intercept, which is an interesting concept for a card. Still think that Galatine deserves a little bit more, but hey, his new artwork does look pretty decent. And I don't see myself running him personally, but hey, for you hardcore Aichi fans, you know what I'm talking about. This is Bedivere. This is K's older brother or something. They work together, the grade 2, grade 1 combos. Only, he's a 12k beater, but he also has a different skill than K, where if you have this on your rearguard circle and then you call K, you can countercharge one and give this plus 2k. This one works opposite. If you have a K down here on the rearguard column and you call it in the same column as it, you can soul charge one and give it 2k. So it really depends, and it kind of fires up your Soul Saver engine for when you want to just buff up your field by 5k multiple times in one game. And now we have our Avatar Blaster Blade, everyone's favorite little man rocking some tights. Blaster Blade has gotten a triple rare, foiling, as well as an SP no text box thing, which I think is a beautiful touch, and I'm definitely going to be adding into my deck because the SP foiling just makes it look so much nicer. And I have like the triple rare foilings and one of the promos. I think I'm going to take out one of my triple rare foilings for this because I really enjoy the look of that. But I do like to have diversity in my rarities, which is something kind of weird about me. But you only get one copy of him in there, and that's why he's the second biggest money card in the Legend deck. Now we have Wingle Youth, the little red-headed Wingle. This card is very cool because of its concept of no generation break. One of the only cards in here without a generation break. And its skill is when this unit's attack hits, or if an attack hits where this unit attacked or boosted to hit a Vanguard, you can move this unit into your soul, look at the top 7 cards of your deck, choose a unit with Blaster in its name, add it to your hand. This is pretty cool. I'm not sure whether or not I'm going to run at 3 or 2 or something, but it's really cool for early game rushing to get all your Blaster components you need. And on top of that, you just keep on feeling more into your soul, and you know who's going to be hidden for some really cool numbers with those. Just back to back and back and back and back and back and back and back. Aw, the Soul Savers, dude. They're coming. They're here. Alright, and then we have the new Perfect Guard, Bringer of Divine Grace, Epona. Epona looks pretty badass riding a gold beetle, but she got a triple rare foiling as a Perfect Guard, where it's very simple. It's a countercharge Perfect Guard, meaning if you have one in the drop zone and you place it in the guard circle, you get to countercharge 1. And that's the last of that. So now we just have the last few triggers. which is a new art for Flogel, Pink Comet Flogel, as well as another alternate art for Margle, which is pretty cool. I like how he's actually stayed the same the whole time. Very, very cool. The triggers lineup, I really enjoy having them. Like how I really enjoy all the new arts with the new cards. Alright guys, so this is the Blaster Legend deck in all the cards entirety. Really quickly, I'm going to make this deck box for you guys and store them in there. That way you guys can kind of see what you're going to get if you do choose to get this set. Alright guys, this is the Aichi Sendou Legend deck little card case that they have, the little deck holder they have, which is really cool. One of my favorite designs, very clean. You can see Blaster Blade through here. He's just kind of peeking out at you. So let me just put the cards in a nice little stack here. Put these triggers in here. I'm really happy for this Legend deck, you guys. It's my favorite out of all three by far. A lot of people are going to argue for Phantom Blaster simply because his skill is still incredibly good. Especially, I don't understand how Granblue is not getting destroyed by Shadow Paladin. I understand that they're a very rushing kind of deck, and Shadow Paladins kind of need at least second stride. But honestly, they should be getting destroyed by Shadow Paladins. If you guys are here from Yu-Gi-Oh! Or Pokemon openings, whatever, just know that card fight's kind of my main game, and it's something I've been playing for a very long time, but I do enjoy opening all sorts of packs for you guys. Alright guys, so this is essentially everything you're going to be getting in the Legend deck. You got your strides. How many strides is this? Alright, so in this Legend deck you are getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 grade 4s, as well as G guards. This deck is kind of the super starter deck that they were trying to make but never actually made. And for any new player that wants a wide array of decks to kind of build off of this to go into, there are so many options. You can build Alfreds, you can build MLB, you can build straight blasters, pure Blaster Blade, you can build hybrid decks. You could influence this into alt miles for non-brave builds. This is a really cool all-around Royal Paladin set, and I'm really happy to see that. I'm really happy to see it in English. So if you guys do want more Vanguard videos where I could be talking more in depth by any chance, as opposed to just opening things, let me know. If not, tell me what else you guys want to see me open up on this channel, or if you guys want my deck profile for my Blaster deck. Anyway though guys, thanks for watching. Talk to you guys later. Peace.